In the previous step, number 8, you prepared all of your homes with a roof group. So just to demonstrate that, I'm going to turn off my base house, and this is what you should have. And if you select it, it should be in your roofs tag up here. And so I'm going to turn back on my base house. And to begin the gabled roof, and by the way, if you see the shimmering effect, that's okay for right now. That's what you should have. So to begin the gabled roof, you want to make sure you're inside that group. So I'm going to select it, right click, and edit the group. Once I'm in the editing mode, and you can always tell the editing mode by this little dotted box around everything, I'm going to go to my line command and draw a horizontal line from the midpoint of the short end to the other side. And with my move command, I'm going to come over here to the line. As soon as it lights up in blue, it doesn't matter where on the line you are, just go ahead and select it. And before you do anything, I would tap the up directional arrow on your keypad. That locks in the blue axis line, or the blue axis direction. So you can't really go to the left or right. See, I can't do anything except go up or down. And of course we want to go up 12 inches according to the assignment. So just enter 12, enter. And so now we have our two slopes and our two empty gabled ends which need to be filled in. So at this point you can come over here and again go to the line command and draw a line from one end to the other endpoint on the bottom of this triangle. So far you have a basic gabled roof there, but we're going to give it a little bit of detail. So with the push-pull command, come over to one of the slopes, select it, and I'm not holding my finger down, don't forget. I'm just going to move it in the direction I want to go. At this point, tap the control key because we need to have a line right there, right here. We need to have this line. So I'm tapping the control key, moving it a little bit more, and then type in 2, enter. So we're going to give it a thickness of 2 inches. So 2, enter. Now, sometimes what you can do is to use the shortcut and double pick this side with the same distance as far as the 2 inches. So what that means is that the previous 2 inches will stay over here, and if you double pick this, it'll go up 2 inches. So I also want a 2-inch overhang all around, so I'm just going to double pick there, double pick here, here, just orbit around, keep on double picking, like that. Okay, so we're almost finished. What we need to do is to fill in this little gap over here, and the first thing you want to do is to get close to it and position yourself similar to this. Okay, now with the line pencil you're going to be using some guides or inferences as they're called in SketchUp. So with the line we need to somehow pick up here. Now we don't really need to make guidelines. We could go to the little tape measure and make guidelines and find an intersection, but there's a easier way. So I would start here. There's a couple different ways you can do this. I would start here, and then again, I'm not holding my finger down on the mouse. Just come over here on the edge and just leave it there for a second or two, and then just start to move your mouse in the direction that it would follow. And when you see that magenta line, that's good. That's what you want to see. So keep on moving it, okay? And it doesn't stop, right? You need it to stop someplace. So what you need to do is to come down here, just leave it there for a second, and then move up now you can see that little dotted line in the blue axis direction. And we don't want that. We want that magenta line there. So when it stops and you see those two things, the magenta line and the blue dotted line, go ahead and pick there. And then pick over here. And that's it. Okay. So you might find that little blue dotted line immediately when you start to move up this way. But if you don't, again, come down here and just kind of move up. You see it's kind of tracking from that point. And so when it ends up at that point, that's where you want it, and you go ahead and pick it there. Now simply just use the push-pull, select this surface, and go all the way back here. You don't have to orbit around. Just come over here to the edge, and that's where you want it to stop. So anywhere it says on edge, go ahead and pick there. Okay. Now, you want to clean up these lines. So with the erase command, go ahead and start erasing these lines here. And just orbit around to the other side and select there. And also look underneath here. You might have a couple extra lines. See, there's one there. I like to clean things up. I don't see anything there. Oh, yes, I do. So it's kind of hidden. It's right there. So just pick there. And then around to this side, you have those lines. So pick there. Clean it up. Don't pick that one because then something will disappear on you. Pick there. Okay. Now don't forget the rule in SketchUp. You want to make sure that you are looking at the white side of the surface, not the blue-gray. So if you see something like this, okay, then make sure that you select it, the surface, just that one surface, and then reverse faces. So when you exit out of it or close the group, I'm just going to pick out here in space a couple times, then that is the completion of the gabled roof. There's one other thing I would like to mention as far as the push-pull on these. So I'm going to just undo a little bit here, back to where I get the surface, the single surface, like that. Now, I don't think I can make it happen. Let's see if I can make this happen. But sometimes when you do the control and the to enter, and when you come over here to double pick, good, it happened. So perfect. This is what happens sometimes. It doesn't go in the direction you want it to go. It goes the opposite way. So in that case, what you would do, you can try it over again, but sometimes it gets locked on that going the opposite way. So you would just have to manually do this again, tap the control key, go up 2 inches, okay? And then try it again. Just pick it, double pick it, and there it worked. Double pick it, and see it's going the opposite way. So it has to do with, I think, the lines here, or the sequence, but I'm not even sure myself why that happens. But you see how it kind of gets messed up like that. So undo and just manually move it and type in 2, enter, and then on something like this, you can just select it and then come over here to this edge and pick it. Okay, you can keep on trying it. You can double pick there. Oh, that worked. Double pick there. That worked. And hopefully that'll work, and that'll work. Okay, so you will come across that sometime, and that's what you have to do to fix it. And we've already gone over doing this little part here. So I just wanted to mention that because, again, that will happen sometime.